Hi friends, I'm Victoria Sharp and today we are going to just floss through the body, getting ourselves feeling pretty good, I hope. So let's find our way onto our knees in child's pose. And child's pose can be a posture that you can just really change up depending on your preference. So either starting with the knees really wide or more narrow. It doesn't matter to me. Just explore it and see what feels best for you. Let the forehead sink down towards the mat. And if you can't quite get the head down, you can always stack your fists on top of each other or even place a block underneath your head. Let the elbows rest down. Let the palms rest. Start to find some ease in your breath. Inhaling slowly and exhaling slowly. Allowing the body to relax. And bringing the mind into this moment. Lifting your gaze up, come onto your fingertips. Walk your hands over toward the right side, reaching that left arm just a little bit more and fold yourself back down. You'll feel an extra stretch on the left side of your body. Breathe into the left rib cage. Creating some new space here. Inhale, come back up onto your fingertips and walk yourself all the way over to the left side. Fold yourself down now, reaching with the right hand just a little bit more. Let the right hip sink down to the floor. Breathing into the right rib cage. Lift the gaze up and coming back to the center. Stretch those arms out. This time, try to keep your elbows up off the floor. Finding as much length through the spine as you can. Begin to grip the mat with your fingertips, heavy through the index finger. And draw yourself up onto your hands and knees, finding a tabletop. We want our knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. On your inhale, sweep that right arm up towards the ceiling. Big push with the left hand. Exhale, right arm's threading underneath the left. Reach, hover the hand up off the floor, reaching as far as you can. With the strength of your left arm, push into the floor, lift yourself back up, gaze up. And exhale, reach underneath the left arm, big twist. One more time, inhale, lift yourself back up. And exhale, twist underneath. This time, rest the right shoulder onto the floor and the right temple, pressing down with the left hand, the back of the left hand. If you see your hips poking over to the left, try to shift them back to the right. Tuck the chin slightly. You have the opportunity to lengthen a little bit more on the left side by walking that hand to the front of the mat and then press your feet down to keep you just extra grounded here. Let the spine twist and rotate. Breathe deeply. It's hard to breathe in these twists, so breathe into the rib cage. Slide that left hand back underneath you, pressing into the mat. Inhale, unwind, reach the arm up towards the sky. And exhale, right hand plants down. Moving on to the left side. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Exhale, twist and reach underneath, hovering and reaching as far as you can. Inhale, press with the right arm, lift up. And exhale, twist underneath. One more time, inhale, press, reach up. And this time, exhale, rest yourself down on the left shoulder, left temple comes down. Press the back of the left hand down. Root down through the feet and then draw the hips back to the center if they started to shift over to the side. If you want, you can walk the right hand to the front of the mat, still pressing the fingertips down and letting your spine rotate here. Try to take deep breaths. One more breath. As you exhale, the right hand comes back underneath the shoulder. Press into the floor. Unwind yourself all the way up and place the hand down onto the mat. Start to bring your knees a little bit closer to each other and step the hands out in front of you just a little bit more. On your inhale, roll through the spine. Engage the glutes and the back of the body to help slowly roll the front of your body down. Bend the elbows and draw them back, opening up the chest, trying to touch the hips down, the chest down, eventually the chin or the nose. Now use the strength of your arms, hugging them in towards you to push yourself up and back into that child's pose, or like a child's pose, nice lengthened. Inhale, roll through the spine, and we're trying to attach the front of our body to the floor as you come down. Squeeze the glutes, pull the belly in. There should be no low back pain, only bending in the spine as deep as it feels comfortable, and then press yourself up and back. Let's try this one more time. Root down through the index finger as you draw yourself forward. Slowly roll yourself all the way down to the mat. And this time, take the hands underneath your forehead. You can wiggle the hips around to find some extra length here. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Filling up. And softening, expanding, and releasing. Right arm is going to extend toward the side, right out from your shoulder, not any lower, maybe a little bit higher if that doesn't feel comfortable. Turn your head to the left and use your left hand. Now there's lots of options that we can do with this next position. So start to roll yourself onto your shoulder. If that seems pretty intense, bend the knees in toward your chest and you'll just stop here. If you're feeling okay, take a long position with the legs, almost like you're trying to do a side plank, really strong. If this feels okay, then lift the left foot up, bend the knee, and start to tap the toe down behind you. And then allow yourself to roll toward the right side as much as it feels comfortable. And we're trying not to come into a deep back bend here. So keep pulling the pelvis underneath you and keeping the right side of your body nice and long. Right hand is pressing down on the floor, slightly tuck your chin. If you feel fairly stable, the left arm can reach up, around, and back behind the low back. Deep breaths in and out. So lots of options to make this work for you. Let's take another breath here. Now, one more option if you feel very stable and strong on the right side. Unwind the left hand and place it in front of you for extra stability. Start to bend that left knee and pull it in toward your armpit. Keep the right foot pressing down like that side plank motion. Take your left peace fingers and grab your left big toe. And then you can start to extend the leg up toward the ceiling. Like I said, this doesn't have to be what everybody's doing. Stop in the position that feels best for you. For 3, 2, 1. Softly release the leg, whatever position you're in, And let's roll onto the belly. Stack the hands underneath your forehead. Soften the glutes. Let the feet and ankles relax. Moving on to the other side, stretch the left arm out, turn your head to the right. Prop yourself up, remembering all of our options. So you can bend the knees in, stay here. This is a really lovely position. You can try to go into that straight plank type position, or you can take the top leg, which is the right leg, bend the knee and tap it behind you. Use your right hand to help guide you into the stretch, maybe just a little bit more, and be careful that we're not overly arching in the back. Draw the pubic bone forward, tuck the chin, almost like you're trying to do a bit of a sit-up here, like a little ab crunch. Option to take the right hand around and back behind you. And then we just come back to the breath, keeping the engagement, but trying to find softness within the engagement. Deep breaths in and out. Now, if you liked that last option that we did on the other side, start to firm yourself up. Use your right hand maybe as an extra kickstand in front. Bend the right knee in towards your armpit. Right peace fingers grab the right big toe, and then extend that leg up towards the ceiling. Really root down. Your weight is coming backwards, just putting extra weight into the shoulder and the pec. So we're just loading it up a bit more here. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Release and slowly come onto your tummy. Take the hands down beside your rib cage. Press yourself up and back, and let's come right into the child's pose. Maybe trying a different variation than you did earlier. So if your legs were wider, maybe take them narrow or vice versa. Let your elbows be soft this time. Let the belly be soft and let the breath be smooth. Take as much time as you like here in this position. Breathing consciously. And when you're ready, you can slowly roll your spine all the way up. And move on with your day. Thank you so much for joining me.